dear grading students, for today's video, I will be discussing the difference between bias and prejudice. Let us start! So, detecting an author's bias and prejudice is considered an important skill in critical reading. Having the skill to determine biases and prejudices will help you validate or invalidate an author's claim. Moreover, distinguishing the two from one another may help you critically analyze situations and make a stand in pressing concerns at present. So, let us differentiate now the two. I will be starting first with bias. So, what is bias? It is a tendency to present or possess a partial viewpoint. Take note of this. This is just a viewpoint, partial viewpoint. You are in favor or against of a thing. Meaning to say, there is a favoritism in bias. You are one-sided. You do not believe with the ideas or information shared by other people. You always focus on one-sided perspective. You are always favor with one thing and you are not considering other ideas. Get this sample. An employer's bias against women. He promoted a man over a more deserving female candidate. So here, the employer has not been fair in his choice. Why? Because the employer promoted a man over a more deserving candidate woman. So therefore, the employer is biased. Let's proceed to another example. Someone is biased toward her own religion. She thinks their beliefs and practices are superior to any other religion. In this statement, someone became biased. Why? Because she thinks most highly of her religion and none other can surpass that. So, meaning to say, this person is biased with her own religion and she's not open with other ideas and perspective. Now, let us proceed to prejudice. So, what is prejudice? Prejudice is an opinion formed before getting to know relevant facts of a case or situation. So, meaning to say, a prejudice is your personal judgment without knowing first the relevant fact of a case or situation. Prejudice can be changed. It is a favorable or usual unfavorable feeling or claim toward a person. This might be your first impression regarding the person, thing, situation without an actual experience as basis. It is a preconceived notion or assumption made about someone or something prior to obtaining enough knowledge to guarantee accuracy. This means this is your perspective. This is your initial reaction. This might be changed upon knowing the relevant information and your perspective can be changed. Take a look at this example of prejudice. The citizens did not vote for a particular candidate who did not graduate from high school because they think that the candidate is not capable of leading them due to limited educational attainment. Here, the speaker has the prejudice. Not being able to finish education doesn't mean a person cannot live. So, meaning to say, these citizens might change her viewpoint when the right time came. Another example, prejudices against young people suggest that they are indifferent and reckless. This can be used to underestimate or ignore them. So this one is an example of overgeneralization. It doesn't mean that young people cannot make a wise decision and contribute in addressing societal issues. We should not be judging them because they are young. The difference between bias and prejudice. If you are biased, you have favoritism, you are unfair, you are not open for different information, for clarification, you are self-centered, and you are not considering the facts around you. But prejudice meaning to say this is just your first impression, your pre-assumption, and those things can be changed upon knowing the different information. You are open for changes, unlike the bias that you are always self-centered. Now that you know already the difference between bias and prejudice, let us always remember to respect other people, their culture, tradition, and ways of life. Do not judge them based on their physical appearance, color of their skin, the way they talk, the way they present, the way they communicate. Let us love, respect, and accept them because they are still part of our society. We are all human, we are all created equal by our God Almighty. They may be having their own difficulties in life, but all we have to do is to respect and love them. We have individual differences. We have individual capability and skills that can be developed. All we have to do is to love and respect them, whoever they are, whatever they are doing. Let us love. Let us share love with one another.